Give us a wave. Hey everybody, it's Pastor Steve from Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona, coming to you with another episode of Faith-Filled Friday. We try to come on every Friday at noon Tucson time to just give a moment of inspiration, I don't know, but just to remind you to think about your faith in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, on a TGIF that was named for who? Oh yeah, thank God it's Friday. It struck me this morning, as you can see, Jordan, our AV coordinator, is back here working on the projection for Sunday. Laura Manning is here. She helps us kind of grade our papers, so to speak. She helps us watch for mistakes and helps us guide the projection and look at the different creativity and all of that keeps us together. And oh my gosh, there were a couple other people here this morning. Fred Hubbard was here, and we were talking about how do we market things more, and he made a video that we're going to include on Sunday about our Exodus Community Services, and I had given Jordan the videos that I had made for Sunday's worship because some others of the staff are leading worship, and you would not really believe what it takes behind the scenes to make things happen. Worship doesn't anymore just happen. Now, it can. You can just stop and worship, and it's wonderful. But our Sunday morning worship behind the scenes is a tad bit more complicated. And it takes a lot of work behind the scenes to make things happen. And not only does it take a lot of work and creativity, but it takes time. It doesn't just all poof and it's all together. It takes pre-videos being made and then given to Jordan, who then has to edit them and make them look right and make them sound right and then fit into the program, and that takes time. And it occurred to me that maybe sometimes that's how God works too, behind the scenes. You know, our prayer lives are, you know my favorite prayer. Lord, give me patience and give it to me now, right? But things take time and they take work. And maybe God is taking some time, and maybe there's some other things going on in the background that you don't know about, that God is working on to make some things possible. And not everything happens instantaneously. But the end product is always really something wonderful with God. Worship always comes out really wonderful. And all of the background work that goes into it, all of the time that it takes and the creativity and all of the hidden work that so many of us don't even know about, it all comes together in the right time and in the right space. And perhaps today you needed a message that though you're praying for something to come right away, maybe there's some other stuff going on in the background that God needs to take care of first. Maybe there's some other things that God is working to bring together this world in the way we want it to be. And our job is to be patient and to trust God. Certainly God is patient with us. I think we could be patient with God. So whatever it is you're working on in your life, though you may want instantaneous answers, know that perhaps God is working behind the scenes to make something beautiful in your life. And you can trust God that things will come together. God's time, when it's right, and when God is ready. And maybe what you're asking for won't come together, because maybe God has a different plan or something. I don't know. I just know that like our worship that takes a lot of time to prepare, a lot of behind the scenes work going on that you and I don't see, I think God is the same way in our lives, working behind the scenes, and it takes some time. May this bring you just a little note of hope today. Grace and peace to you all. From Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona, Pastor Steve Meldy Laura's here. Jordan's here. Behind the scenes, here we are. Grace and peace to you. Amen.